Welcome to our virtual classroom. Hi, I'm Teacher Mitch.
Hello, I'm Teacher Abby.
Always remember that learning never stops. So, are you ready to learn?
Let's start.
Welcome to our English class. Our lesson for today is identifying different genres. In the present time, we are in the midst where everyone stays at home. Some of the things we do to let ourselves busy is read stories from books, watch different movies and educational videos. But, what types of books or movies do you usually read or watch? Is it comedy, drama, adventure, romance, horror, or tragedy? These types of movies or books are called genres. What is a genre? Genre is the term of any category of literature or other forms of art or entertainment, whether written or spoken, audio or visual, based on some set of stylistic criteria. How to determine the genre of a literary piece or movie? In order to determine the genre, let us know the four elements or parts. Characters. These are the persons, animals, or things who perform in the story. Story. The story is the situation that the characters are in and try to get out of, accomplish, conquer, or overcome. The story has a beginning, middle, and end. Plot. The plot is the outline or how the story is told. It is the sequence of events that make up a story. Setting. This is where and when the story takes place. Let's discuss the different literary, film, and television genres. But before that, what is a literary genre? A literary genre is a category of literary composition. Some literary genres are adventure, comedy, drama, fantasy, historical, horror, mystery, and romance. Adventure. An adventure story is about a protagonist who journeys to epic or distant places to accomplish something. The protagonist has a mission and faces obstacles to get to their destination. Example, Florante at Laura. Drama. Drama is commonly considered the opposite of a comedy. It is intended to be more serious than humorous in tone, and characters must deal with realistic emotional struggles. Example, Romeo and Juliet. Comedy. It is a story that tells about a series of funny and comical events intended to make the audience laugh. Example, New Yorker in Tondo, Why women wash the dishes. Fantasy. A fantasy story is about magic or supernatural forces. Subgenres are fable, a type of narration demonstrating a useful truth. Animals speak as humans, legendary, supernatural tale. The monkey and the turtle, the ant and the grasshopper. Fairy tales are short stories featuring fantastic or magical events and characters. Examples: Cinderella, Snow White. Epic, a long narrative poem recounting heroic deeds. Examples: Ibong Adarna, Biyag ni Lamang. Myth is a traditional story, typically involving supernatural beings or forces, which embodies and provides an explanation or justification for something, such as the early history of a society, a religious belief or ritual. Example: how the world was created. Legend is an unverifiable or non-historical story that has been handed down by tradition and is popularly accepted as true and historical. Examples: Alamat ng Pinya, The Legend of Maria Makiling. Historical, a story about a real person or event. Subgenres are biography, the details of the life story of a real person told by someone else. Example: Biography of Jose Rizal by Leon Maria Guerrero. Autobiography, the same as biography, with the exception that the story is written by the person who is the subject of the story. Example: Autobiography of Nick Joaquin. Mystery. A mystery story follows an investigator as they attempt to solve a puzzle. The details and clues are presented as the story continues and the protagonist discovers them, and by the end of the story, the mystery or puzzle is solved. Example: Sherlock Holmes. Horror. A horror story is told to deliberately scare or frighten the audience through suspense, violence, or shock. Example: Frankenstein. Romance. A romance is understood to be love stories, emotion-driven stories that are primarily focused on relationship between the main characters of the story. Example: The Wedding Dance. Let's now move on to film genre. What is a film genre? A film genre is a motion picture category based on similarities either in the narrative elements or in the emotional response of the film. Science fiction. Science fiction deals with the impacts of actual or imagined science on society or individuals. Quite often, science fiction has a setting that takes place in the future. Example: Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Documentary. Documentary refers to movies and television features based on an actual event and life story, which are accurate and contains no fictional elements. Example: Ang Mga Guro ng Malining by Cara David. Public affairs. Public affairs or broadcasting refers to a radio or television programs that focus on politics and public policy. Example: GMA News and Public Affairs. Game show. Game show depicts a real contest, typically a trivia competition or physical challenge with rewards in prizes or money. Example, game ka na ba? Here are other film and television genres which are also similar to literary genres: fantasy, horror, comedy, romance, and adventure. Thank you for joining today's class. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Like and subscribe for more learning videos.
Here at Teacherific.